Award-winning songwriter Brett James is among the 3 people who were killed in a small plane crash in North Carolina. That's according to the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame. James was a 2020 inductee and co-wrote country hits like Carrie Underwood's Jesus Take the Wheel, Dierks Bentley's I Hold On, and Kenny Chesney's When the Sun Goes Down. James was 57. The Cirrus plane crashed near an elementary school in Franklin, North Carolina yesterday afternoon. Flight records show the plane took off from John C. Toon Airport here in Nashville. Both the NTSB and the FAA are investigating the cause of that crash.